Thanks for joining me. Love Them Knives channel, LTK here. Harnds Knife and Tool. You know, Harnds Knife and Tool. I'm really up and down with this Harnds Knife and Tool company. They seem to hold a lot of fascination for me in certain regards. And in other times, I don't quite get it. So I'm not sure. I would love to sit in on the meetings where they make decisions about what the hell they're going to do with knives here and there. I would love to sit in on those meetings. I don't get this. I got to do a different thing with this lanyard. It was a kind of goofy little crap deal to begin with, and I can do better than that for a lanyard. In any case, I left it on here. That's so you kind of see how it comes. I think I undid it and just tied this knot in the end. I can't remember how it was done before. It wasn't really wrapped or anything. It was a mess. In any case, it's got a super shiny mirror blade of 12C27 Sandvick steel. Why it says frost on the back, I don't know. Do they make these knives for frost cutlery? Don't know. It's got Harnds on the front, knife and tool. And this is a bone. I think they're trying to make it look like stag, but it's a bone scales, and it's weird. It's full tang. Okay, and so you've got the bolster and the butt cap here that are in here all integrated together. Interesting, huh? Kind of a slender blade. Looks like almost a little recurve-ish. This is going to be a nightmare to do with this mirror blade, but maybe not. Not much, at least. So, and it's got a leather sheath that it goes in. And you saw me withdraw this knife from the leather sheath. It's a push. This one is, at least. I mean, I feel like, oh, I'm already in there. No, I'm not yet. Okay, so then now I've hit it. So that's how far it goes in. So it's buried in there. Believe me, this will not come out of this sheath. I promise you. I promise you, you're going to sit here. That's pretty good tension. Came in this box, you know, nothing overly done. There's where the sheath goes. There's where the knife goes. And it's like a $57. And you know what? I mean, this has been sitting around on my table for a few months, but I don't think it got quite that crapped up as doing that. So it came a little bit, you know how that stuff comes from China. It's sometimes they whip those boxes pretty hard. Here's my paperwork. I mean, the guy I bought mine from, I checked and he's already done. I mean, they're not in stock with him anymore, but there's like 5 other sellers out there that have got theirs, and I can't remember who this guy is, but he looked like a reputable seller. And there's some, I'll put the link to this guy here. And I can't remember the seller's name, and sometimes it doesn't pick it up here at the top. In any case, so $57.10. 12C27 Sandvick steel. All proud of that. As you can see here, 12C27 bone handle. And then bring it down here. 3mm blade stock. Coating is polished. Yes, it is a polished and a roasted bone. Roasted bone, 84mm length blade. HRC is 60 and 85 grams. First layer of leather. Yes, it is. So let's see how much it weighs. First layer of leather, huh? And ounces is 2.8. Not bad, huh? So let's see grams. 81.7. Doesn't weigh much. Not a real big knife. Ooh, 3.5 inches. Pretty close to 90 millimeters. Probably 87, 88 millimeters, truth be told. Under 7 inches. 6 3/4. So there you go. 17 centimeters. So, could it be EDCable? Yeah, possibly. With that sheath, I don't know. but could it be slipped into a belt, attached, done something like that, where, I mean, that's not that big. Let's get the paramilitary out here. So folded, there you go. Obviously it's bigger than that, but unfolded, even in the sheath, it's smaller. So yeah, I think you could, if you had a jacket on, you could slide it in an inner pocket in the jacket, or this or that kind of thing. Don't know about this whole rigmarole here, but you could figure out your own attachment points for this. I just thought I'd throw this up on my channel while I have a chance to. But it's full tang, 12C27. Come here. Let me see if I got a piece of paper. And I don't know if I've even tried to cut anything with this. Okay. Okay, it's relatively sharp out of the box. And come here, give me that. So yeah, interesting box, interesting sheath. I was gonna, you know, I'll give you the link to this knife as well. This is a bigger knife. This is the Desert Fox knife. Okay, even though they call it the HK3008, you'll see it referred to as the Desert Fox knife. I did a review on that. So interesting knife there. And of course, the first thing that ever got my attention with Harnds Knife and Tool was the Talisman, which is what this is. This is an AUS 8 blade, but it's got bearings in it. And I think it was Steve Kluver up in Iowa that contacted me about it and said, I got this knife, and I don't know where he bought his off, maybe Amazon or something. But he goes, wow, I mean, the action is just incredible. And it's a fascinating knife for beater price, you know. Deep carry pocket clip, right hand only, it looks like. But I took mine apart, and I think in my review of this knife, I had the guts exposed. I did a, you know, had a picture of it disassembled. In any case, fascinating knife there. And then later, of course, I got the Blazer, which is a honker of a knife. This doesn't have bearings on it, but it doesn't need them. It's got bronze washers, but it is a monster of a knife. I did the lanyard, by the way, but it's a monster of a knife. Deep carry, you know, deep carry, right hand, tipped down. If it wouldn't have been tipped down, it'd been even better. But I saw this on, Fast Tech, I think, as well, but it said sold out. So they got some of these with a black blade and partially serrated and stuff still in stock. But this one, that's satin with no serrations, was like around 23 bucks. I mean, that's just super, super cheap. And I mean, they've even weight relieved the scales. And this needed it. Believe me, this is a monster of a knife. Monster of a knife. Look at this. That's just insane. I know this is under, what, 7 inches, but still, look at that. This is a folding knife. Swear to God. I wonder if this is still almost bigger. No, not quite. Okay, but you know, just the whole thing. That's the Blazer, by the way. And then, the caster. And this is an AUS 8. And you know what? They went from doing the bearings to, this went back to bushings, or, you know, washers, which I don't understand exactly, but once you got it broke in, it's doable. I really like the design. So they got a bunch of different knives. You can go to Fast Tech, you can go to Gearbest, you can go on Amazon, see what you can find. I don't know. I got this one from Power Cutlery because they do carry Harnds. I don't know that they carry much of the Harnds line. I think they have the Talisman and they have this caster and stuff like that. So check them out for that because they are a USA dealer. You'll have the knife in like 3 days. Swear to God, they're super quick. So it's where I get most of my Ganzo knives, unless they don't have them in stock. But this is small. This is light. Doesn't really fit your hand much. I mean, you got 3 fingers on here. Other than that, it's comfortable, yeah. Reverse grip, well, you only got 3 fingers on there. So does it have a choil? It's got a little teeny choil in here. And yeah, the blade stock's pretty thin. And first of all, we got to turn this on. Wow, that's really okay. There we go. Wake up, dude. 2.77 millimeters, and overall thickness is about 12 millimeters, which is 0.46. So fairly thin blade stock. That's fine. It's for real fine cutting. Is this worth 57 bucks with a leather sheath and Sandvick steel? Bone handle? I don't know. Yeah, it depends. Depends if you like the style of the knife or anything. It's light, it's small, it's very mirror polished on the blade, and it is dressy looking. It's full tang. It feels solid in the hand, and it does have a real leather sheath. So I don't know. I just thought I'd put it out there. It's just another Harnds thing, and I just, with the caster and the talisman and the blazer and the Desert Fox, it's fascinating to see some of their stuff. And then other knives that they have under their name, I'm not interested in. So I kind of pick and choose, but every once in a while they come out with a design that I think is fascinating. I think the caster is a cool design. I think the talisman is a great design. I think the blazer is a great design. And I like the Desert Fox fixed blade knife. I thought those were nice knives too. So, you know, I pick and choose what suits my fancy. But when I saw this, I was fascinated with it, and pretty much more really because it said Harnds, because they can make some good quality stuff. And I was just really curious about this one. It's a real small, almost EDC-able knife with Sandvick steel. So I thought, it might be worth a look. So there it is. There's your look. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me. Are we out of here, Flanagan? We're out of here. Yes, we are. Hey, thanks for coming by. Harnds Knife and Tool. Check out their knives. Go to Power Cutlery. They have some. Check out Fast Tech, Gearbest, those kinds. And even go on DHgate or AliExpress, and you can find some there. You know, whatever suits your purpose. But they're interesting. Some neat designs that, yeah, I think for the price, which is really inexpensive, especially for their folders, they make good knives. Thank you so much. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp, my friends.